Hey guys, Big Phil here and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be giving y'all some tips on how to get the best looking photos and videos from your iPhone 16. The iPhone 16 has incredible cameras and you gotta know how to get the best photos out of that smartphone. So I will teach you guys everything you need to know for best photos and videos at all time in today's video. The first tip is taking advantage of the camera control. Some people think the camera control is a gimmick. Trust me, it's not a gimmick, especially if you love taking photo from your iPhone. The camera control is not a gimmick. It is very functional, very useful, easy to switch between features and easy to turn on your camera. Now, by default, yes, the camera control comes to activate the camera, which if you get into the settings, then you swipe down to camera, right here, camera control. You can customize it for something else like code scanner, Instagram, magnifier, or nothing. But by default, it comes to activate the camera, and it has a lot of features. First of all, if you press once, it activates the camera like this. It takes you, now it depends. If you left it the last time you use your camera, if you left it on video, then whenever you activate it, it will go to video. If you left it on a photo, then every time you activate it, it goes on the photo. If you left it on cinematic, then anytime you activate it, it goes on cinematic. So you leave it on photo. Now from the camera control, you can access so much. If you double tap, you can access things like the zoom, the exposure, the style, and I love using the style. You gotta you gotta use the style from this iPhone 16. Now the standard, or you can use things like amber. So there are so many. Natural also is very good. I advise you guys to use more natural because with natural, it'll be much easier for you to edit the photo. So I use a lot of natural, then luminous, quiet. Then I also love using black and whites, the stark black and white, the muted black and white, and the stark. I love this one, very good. So with the camera control, you can see it in real time, the photo you're about to take. I also love to use dramatic. I'm going to show you guys some example of photos I took with dramatic. Oh my God, they're beautiful. So, but to me, natural is very important. I use a lot of natural and dramatic. I don't love standard. Standard gives you too much warm, too much yellowish in the photos. And sometimes it's quite difficult to edit the photos with a lot of yellow. Now, the next thing to do is to do some adjustment in the camera. You get into the settings, then the camera, tap on it, goes down to formats. In here, first of all, you got to turn on high efficiency. So it gives you the best looking photos, and the photos, even when you edit them, they will still have the best quality. The next thing to do is to turn on 24 megapixel, use all the megapixels. Some people might want to use 12 mega because it helps you to have, it helps to reduce the amount of storage, but 24 is the best because when you edit your photos, you will still be able to have good looking and good sharp looking photos at 24 megapixel. The next thing to do, you tap on Pro Default, then you use the Pro RAW Max up to 48 megapixel. Then at the bottom here, JPEG lossless, you use the most compatible. Get back. And that's it for photos. Now for videos, make sure video recording. Now, as you can see, I put mine at 4K at 120 frames per second. Now, let me explain why it's good to leave it at 120 frames per second. Now, let's say there's an action, something is going on out there. It's easier to capture the video at 120 frames per second. Then you can adjust the slow motion. If you want it very slow or a little bit of slow or just want it normal without any slow motion, it's good. So at 120 frames per second, you can adjust it, or you can customize it, or you can change it the way you want it, either very slow or no slow or fast. At 120 frames, it's very good. At the bottom here, record sound. Now, I put mine on spatial audio. because it allows me to use stereo mode at all time, and also it's highly customizable. You can change from the normal mode to studio mode or cinematic mode, easier to change. Now, the next thing to do is editing your photos. When you capture photos with the iPhone 16, yes, it comes out good. Like for example, this photo right here, look at the photo of this duck. I haven't done any editing right here, but I use dramatic. So this is dramatic right here. Check out another one. This is dramatic. You see, it makes the water to look like a backdrop. Check out this right here. These photos were captured by using dramatic. You see, check it out. It's really good, beautiful. You see, all this. Beautiful looking photos. But now I can do a little adjusting, a little editing on this photo, even though it's already good, but I could make it better. Now you tap on this icon right on the bottom. It takes you to editing. Now in the middle, it gives you this little square box, which you can move it around. This box makes editing so easy, man. And this thing is only available, this feature is only available on the iPhone 16. My iPhone 15 doesn't have this. Now with this, you just simply drag, and as you're dragging, you're seeing how the photo changes. You can bring it down here to black and white. You can move it around. If you want more color, more lighting, you bring it right up here. Or you could drag it down to reduce the brightness. Or you can move it on the side to change the color. It makes editing much more easier, guys. You see right here? Now I have more brightness. And you can see the before, after, before, after. But now for me, when I'm doing my editing, I tap on adjustment, the icon on the middle, I tap right here. Then first I click on auto. You see, it's a slight adjustment from the automatic editing. Then now I could increase the brilliance now brilliance helps to provide brightness on every angle on the photos. You see there's more brightness now everywhere on the photo. Before, you see the bottom is more dark, but after, you see that? Now, thanks to brilliance, the brightness is everywhere on the photo. Then you could also use warm, either you want it more warm or less warm. You see that? I want less warm. Then tint. You see that? Left, either more or less. So when you do all this, you can see how the photo looks, and you can also check the before and the after, to see if it's something that you want. If you like it like this, then you tap on done. There you go. Now you edit the photo, and the photo is good looking now, better than before, even though the camera already captured a good looking photo, but thanks to your editing, it's now better. Now you can also edit videos. Like this video right here, a capture of my daughter feeding the pets, goats, ducks, fish. This photo has been adjusted. Now, there are so many ways you can edit your videos. For example, the audio mix. You can edit the audio mix from standard, in-frame, studio, or cinematic. Oh, I love studio. It gives you a very good microphone. First of all, the microphones on the iPhone 16 are incredible, especially the 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max. Amazing quality mics on this phone right here. I've done a video where I use only the microphone of this iPhone to shoot the video. I'm going to drop the link of that video in the description below. Check it out to just listen to the audio quality from this iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now, so I prefer audio. I love studio, please. Then you can do the adjustment of colors. Remember, I always tap on auto first. Then now with video, there's no brilliance. So I could increase the shadow, reduce shadows, and increase contrast. Then also I love to change the warmth, either more warm or less warmth. Then I also love to increase or change the tint. Yeah, so those are the things I do in my video. So you can see, for example, before it's more dark, after it's better. Before, after, before, after. So now the photo now is much more better. You see right here, even the water is really good. Before, after. Or you could simply just use filters. You change from the original to vivid warm, This also is good because it does everything for you right here, or you can bring it to black and white right here on the bottom, highly customizable. Or you can change the cropping. The last tip I'm going to tell you guys is making sure your camera lenses are clean before taking a photo. Trust me, most people do not know about this. If your camera lenses have fingerprints, then the photo will come out really bad. But if your camera lenses are cleaned up, you will have good looking photos and videos. Always make sure, guys, trust me, always make sure that before you take a photo, or if you're going out to do photo shoot, or if you know that you're going somewhere where you're going to take a lot of photos with the iPhone, make sure to first of all clean the lenses of your camera. And don't use jeans, don't use materials that are hard. Use microfiber cleaning cloth or something with a lot of cottons to clean the camera just like this. Make sure it's cleaned up. There you go. Now you'll be able to capture beautiful looking photos when your camera lenses are very clean. And that's it for this video, guys. Tips on how to get the best looking photos and videos at all time from your iPhone 16, most especially the 16 Pro and the 16 Pro Max. Let me know down in the comment section if I failed to mention anything in this video. Let us know in the comment section. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button for a lot of good videos come up on Big Phil TV. Until then, see you into the next one. Peace.